This might have been the most stressful game of the season, and that's saying something because after last night's Yankees versus Guardians Game 3, I woke up with a couple more gray hairs than usual. This was the same back and forth battle that we've been seeing all of this ALCS. Cleveland got a massive win last night thanks to the big Jhonkensy and David Fry home runs. Now they have to use that momentum to try and even up this series. And two batters in, that is exactly not what Cleveland would do. Juan Soto goes up to get the fastball. In minutes into this game, it is 2-0 New York. Also, can I say how awesome it is that Jhonkensy Noel has Cleveland fans dressing up as Santa Claus? But the Guards' game plan was similar. Score right out of the gate. Kyle Manzardo doubles. He's been swinging a hot stick. J-Rim sends him home with the sac fly, cutting the Yankee lead to 1. Until Austin Wells wakes up from his coma and sends one out 407 to dead center. Cleveland trying to claw back. Kwan leads off the third with the single. Quick shout out. Steven Kwan is batting 15 for 37 this postseason. That's Tony Gwynn in red and navy blue. He'd show off some more, steal second, and then he'd score on this Josh Naylor single. 2 on, 2 out, and Heel stymies the Guards on a nice slider, which there is a lot of that tonight. It was a strikeout derby. 24 combined Ks between the two squads, and a couple controversial ones, which we'll talk about later. Look at the Gold Glove nominee, Juan Soto, making a nice running catch to rob an extra base hit. He'd also walk in the 6th, followed by a Judge single, setting the table for Giancarlo, who's going yard again. And there wasn't a damn doubt within that stadium about this one. There's few hitters better at turning on these outside fastballs than Giancarlo Stanton. The lower body strength and bat speed needed to do this is just insane. At this point, all signs lead to a sure Yankee win in a 3-1 series lead. That is until Clay Holmes enters the game. He'd inherit 2 runners, but he'd mix in an earned run of his own. Quick wrist, double down the line for Jose Ramirez, scoring 1, and Josh Naylor, a double of his own into the gap that brings around 2. 6-5 Guardians as they pull within 1. And I've got to honestly question the decision of Aaron Boone to bring on Clay Holmes into this game here. He looked bad last night. Of course, giving up the walk-off home run to David Fry. Maybe the idea is, here's a lower leverage situation. It's 6-2. You save the best for late. But this is the playoffs. You need to hold this lead now. However, Mark Leiter Jr. comes on and gets 2 big outs to keep the lead at 1. Top 8, Yanks would strike out in order. Bottom 8, here's Bo Naylor. He's got hits back-to-back nights. Thursday night hero David Fry knocks him in, and we've got ourselves a tie game. And it'd stay tied with Josh Naylor going down swinging. But in the 9th, the Yanks would pounce quick. Runners on the corners. Verdugo chops one to short, and Rocchio boots it. Another big misplay from one of the league's premier shortstops. 7-6 Yankees. And Glaber adds a single to score another. And it's a 2-run cushion for Tommy Kahnle. Who'd get Lane Thomas looking? But was he looking for a reason? A lot of Cleveland fans upset about this one. The Guards would get a few on, but they'd stay there. Kahnle shuts the doors, and the Yankees take a commanding 3-1 series lead. Baseball.